I don't flinch when your name comes up. It doesn't hit me like it used to. I don't rewrite the past at night. I wonder what I could have done too. I carry scars, but they don't ache. They just remind me I survived. Every crack you left behind lit a little more light inside. I thought I'd disappear with you, like love was all I ever knew. But here I am, still breathing, still standing in my truth. I'm still here, after all the nights I cried, after every piece of me that almost didn't survive. I'm still here, with a heart that learned to mend. I didn't break, I didn't bend, I just became myself again. I don't need closure from your mouth. I gave it to myself in silence. I don't chase ghosts or empty words or confuse chaos with excitement. I learned that love can feel like peace, not constant fear, not walking wire. I don't burn just to feel warm. I found my own steady fire. I used to think I needed pain to prove my love was real. Now I know the strongest hearts are the ones that choose to heal. I'm still here, not the girl I was before. I grew a spine, I grew a voice, I grew past what hurt me most. I'm still here, and I finally understand. Losing you was how I found the strongest version of who I am. I forgive myself for staying too long, for confusing fear with hope, for believing love meant silence and survival was the goal. I forgive myself for every tear I cried in rooms where I felt small. Those moments didn't break me, they were lessons after all. I don't need revenge or justice, I don't need you to feel regret. My peace is knowing I walked away, and I haven't looked back yet. I'm still here, say it loud or say it proud. I was buried under doubt, but I'm standing now. I'm still here, with my future in my hands. I don't need to be your memory to know exactly who I am. I'm still here, and that's enough. So if you're listening and hurting too, wondering how you'll make it through, just know this song was written to say you'll still be here someday. I wake up without checking my phone, no knots in my chest, no panic zone. I eat what I want, I sleep just fine. I don't trace your shadow in every sign. I dance in my room with the lights on, no fear of doing something wrong. It's funny how peace felt unfamiliar till I finally made it my regular. I thought loneliness would break me down, but it feels like breathing now. I'm better alone than yours, better without the doubt, better without the constant fear of letting you down. I'm better alone than yours, I don't miss the ache. If this is what freedom feels like, I'll take it every day. I wear my heart without defense, I don't explain my confidence, I speak my truth without a test. I don't overthink every text. I used to confuse chaos with fire, cold anxiety, desire. Now I know calm isn't boring, it's just safe and it's honest. I don't romanticize the pain, I don't miss you in the rain. I'm of me. I thought leaving meant I failed, like staying was proof I was loyal. But staying almost erased me, and leaving saved me from this cycle. I don't miss guessing your moods or walking on emotional glass. I don't miss being half alive just to keep the past intact. I choose peace, I choose growth, I choose me, I choose hope. I'm better alone than yours. Say it one more time. I don't need your chaos to feel alive. I'm better alone than yours, and I'm not afraid. If love ever comes again, it won't ask me to break. I'm better alone than yours, and that's my truth. So here I am, no regrets, no longing, no bitterness. Just a girl who learned at last that loving herself is enough. I used to trace your name on foggy glass like it meant something holy. Every word you said felt heavier when you said it slowly. I memorized the way you smiled like it was my job to keep it alive. I shrunk myself between your moods just to feel like I belonged inside. You said don't overthink it, it's just love. But my heart never learned how to shut up. I was quiet when I should have screamed. I was loyal to a version of a dream. I loved you first, I loved you hard. I handed you my beating parts. You held them like they were disposable, like loving me was optional. I loved you first, but somewhere inside I stopped recognizing my own eyes. Now I'm looking in the mirror like, who did I become for your good night? I laughed at jokes that made me small just to keep you comfortable. I said it's fine 1,000 times till it sounded believable. I canceled plans, I bit my tongue. I learned your silence meant I'd done something wrong. I made excuses for your storms like pain was just another form of love. You said you're sensitive, that's your flaw, like it wasn't you breaking every law. I was bleeding under perfect skin, trying not to lose what I never really had to begin. I loved you first, I loved you blind. I crossed my heart and lost my spine. You took my trust like it was free, like consequences weren't a thing. I loved you first, and now I see you never loved the real me. You loved the girl who stayed too long and called your damage not that wrong. I remember every night I cried and still said I'm okay when you asked why. I remember shrinking in your arms, hoping you wouldn't see my scars. You said love shouldn't hurt this way, but you never tried to change. I was busy being easy to keep while you were busy learning how to leave. I rewrote my boundaries in pencil so you could erase me gentle. I thought if I stayed soft enough, you'd finally treat me like I was enough. I loved you first, I loved you true. I lost myself trying to choose you. I mistook survival for devotion and called your distance emotion. I loved you first, but here's the truth. I paid the price with all my youth. If loving you means losing me, then baby that's not love to me. I loved you first, but not again. someday and wonder why I walked away. Just know I finally chose myself and put my heart back on the shelf. You pack your bags with no delay, like I was just a phase. I heard speeches in my head, you don't even stay to listen. You say you need space to breathe, like I wasn't already given everything. I watch you turn your back so clean, like love's just something you delete. I stayed up fixing what you broke, you slept just fine, I suppose. Away. You make it look so easy to leave, like I never meant a thing. I'm counting cracks in the floor while you're ready at the door. You make it look so easy to move on, like my heart wasn't your home. I'm stuck replaying every fight. You're sleeping good every night. I analyze every sentence said, like clues in a crime scene. You say we're better this way, like better doesn't need explaining. I'd fight for us until I'm bruised. You'd rather say there's nothing to lose. I'm holding on to what ifs, you're holding on to someone new. You call me late just to feel less bad. I hang up feeling twice as sad. You say don't make this harder than it is, like it wasn't you who taught me how to miss. You make it look so easy to leave, like I'm replaceable easily. I'm picking up what you forgot, memories you tied in knots. You make it look so easy to forget every promise you never meant. I'm learning how to hate the fact that I still want you back. You left without 1 second's hesitation. Tell me, was I ever hard to lose, or was I just easy to remove? You make it look so easy to leave, like loving me was temporary. I'm healing slower than I should, but at least I'm being honest. Make it look so easy to be fine while I'm losing sleep every night. Maybe one day that leaving you was easy, true. You make it look so easy to leave, but staying almost killed me. So take your freedom, take your pride, I'll take the pieces you left behind. If love was meant to be this cold, I'd rather learn to be alone. You tell your friends I was too much, like I wasn't carrying us both. You say I'm crazy for reacting, but you never mention what you provoked. You paint yourself in softer colors, leave out every time you lie. Funny how you cry in public, but never when you watch me die. You twist the truth until it fits your fragile, perfect narrative. You want forgiveness without the blame, you want relief without the shame. You don't get to be the victim now, you don't get to cry it out. You don't get sympathy for scars you carved into my heart. You don't get to read You say you did your best with me, like love's a chore you survived. You left me drowning in your doubt, then asked why I couldn't stay alive. You fed me silence, fed me guilt, called it space and called it growth. You watched me beg for clarity, then blame me for losing hope. You want closure on your terms, a neat goodbye with softened words, but I'm done cleaning up your mess and calling your damage misunderstood stress. You don't get to be the victim now. You don't get to scream and shout. You don't get to play confused when I finally tell the truth. You don't get to say we both failed when I was the one who stayed. If someone's hurting, it's not you. You don't get to be the victim too. I remember all the nights I apologized for things you did for your alibis. I carried guilt that wasn't mine, just to keep you by my side. You weaponized your quiet tone, made me feel wrong for wanting more. You called me dramatic, insecure, while I was begging on the floor. You don't get to heal on my blood. You don't get peace from what you've done. I loved you louder than you deserved and paid for it with every nerve. You don't get to be the victim now, not after you burn my house down. You don't get tears for the fight you started just to feel admired. You don't get to call me cruel for finally refusing you. If someone's brave enough to speak, it's me, and I won't be weak. You don't get to be the victim now. This is where the truth gets loud. So tell your story, make it clean. Leave out the parts where you hurt me. I know the truth, I lived it through, and I survived in spite of you. I blame myself for everything. Your silence, your retreat. I thought if I was prettier, you'd finally choose me. I replayed every argument like evidence in court. I always found a way to lose, no matter who I was fighting for. I learned your moods like weather signs, adjusted every time I thought love meant walking on glass and calling the cuts fine. I thought it wasn't my fault, every crack, every fall. I thought I talked too much, I didn't say enough at all. I thought it wasn't my fault, you pulling away. I didn't know love wasn't meant to feel like self-erasure every day. I apologize for needing you, like wanting love was wrong. I swallowed all my anger just to keep us going on. I googled how to be enough at 3 AM alone. I practiced being smaller so you'd never feel exposed. You said you're overthinking again. I said sorry like a sin. I didn't know my pain was real till I learned how to name it. I thought it wasn't my fault that you felt trapped with me. I thought loving harder would fix your tendency to leave. I thought it wasn't my fault, I wasn't easy to keep. I didn't know love wasn't meant to cost me every piece of me. I look back at that version of myself and wish I could offer help. She thought suffering was proof that love was something you were not choose. I wish I told her she was enough, before she traded blood for crumbs. I wish I stopped her from believing that pain was just another meaning of staying, of trying, of hope. I wish I taught her how to let go. It wasn't all my fault, I see that now. I was breaking just to keep someone who wouldn't figure it out. It wasn't all my fault, I was young, I was scared. I didn't know love could be gentle, I thought it had to hurt to be there. It wasn't all my fault, but I paid the price. So here's to the girl I used to be. I'm learning how to finally set you free. I'm holding you softer every day and teaching you a better way. I stopped rereading old apologies like they were scriptures I should follow. I stopped asking strangers online if I was hard to love or just hollow. I used to fold myself and have to fit into your expectations, and now I take up bolder space I earned through devastation. You don't get to define my worth from the version of me you heard. I survived what you never saw, and I'm stronger now because of it all. I'm not small anymore, I don't whisper my needs, I don't beg at closed doors or bleed just to be seen. I'm not small anymore, I don't shrink when you stare. I learned power from breaking, and I'm done being scared. I threw away the rule book that said love means sacrifice. I don't trade peace for chaos or mistake tension for spice. I let go of the narrative that pain makes passion real. If it costs me my breathing, then that's not something I feel. I don't flinch at raised voices now, I don't apologize for my doubts. I don't need permission to stay or someone else to show me the way. I'm not small anymore, I don't bend just to fit, I don't soften my edges to make someone comfortable with it. I'm not small anymore, I don't disappear. I stood up through the wreckage, and I'm still standing here. I remember the nights I felt invisible, like love was a prize I'd never win. I remember confusing endurance with the bravery of staying in. But I learned the hard way that surviving isn't the same as living, and silence isn't peace if you're the only one giving. I don't need to be perfect to be whole, I don't need permission to grow. I don't know my pain and explanation, or my healing your validation. I'm not small anymore, hear it loud, hear it clear. I built strength from the ruins of everything I feared. I'm not small anymore, I don't chase your regret, I don't need your approval, I already survived the worst of it. I'm not small anymore, and I never was. So here's to the voice I found in the silence you left around. I'm done apologizing for me, this is what becoming free sounds like.